morning. It's a Saturday morning. I've woken up with a mission. You're coming with me on that mission, whether you like it or not. Hi, my name is MeganBatoon, and let's do the weekend together. So, remember that other vlog when I told you that I was making my dirty chai on the ground and I really wanted to make a coffee bar in the situation? Check this out! I did it! The sound of convenience. The sound of not hurting my back by sitting on the floor. This is amazing! I'm gonna make this real quick and then we will discuss what we are doing. Clean yourself up, Jesus. Crumbdiddlyumptious. Oh my god, that should be your full name. What's that a play on? It's gotta be some Willy Wonka thing for sure. It's crumbdiddlyumptious bar. We are headed outside because the other day I had an idea to change my backyard into like a little outdoor work scenario. The stairs will always get me. Oh my god. So I wanted to design like a little pergola, work, outdoor, alfresco situation. This is something I drew on my iPhone and I sent it to people and I was like, hey, would you want to work here? Just to get, you know, the vibe consensus. The vibe census. How many people are in the vibe. So then I found this pergola for like a couple $100s. It looks like this. Well, it looks like that. This is the backyard of where I live right now. Please do not come here. I'm just wanting to bring you in a little bit, but you know, boundaries. This is like the guest bedroom. I want to open it up with double French doors, which I've already ordered, and I'm definitely not gonna put in myself because I'm not that good at DIY. I'm gonna have a contractor do that at some point. But this all used to be like weeds.org. Here's a picture of what it looks like before. I was on my hands and knees ripping out weeds. I'm gonna continue to garden a little bit. Then I'm gonna put up the pergola. Then I'm gonna go cook some HelloFresh. And then I'm going to eat it here and we'll do like another pseudo mukbang. Mukbang? Mukbang. So with all that being said, get ready for lunchtime. Get ready for me to kill this backyard. Well, I think the weeds killed it, but let me revive it. Oh. I didn't train for this. I think I need my first break. All right, I'm gonna set up this pergola, hopefully. So I'm going to throw on some music, hit this with a time lapse, and then we all get what we want. I actually don't know what you want, but I'm doing my best to share. Should it be like Donna Missile, Ariana Grande types, or should we go like Dashboard Confessional, Destiny's Child? Let's go Dashboard Confessional, that's fun. Places you have come to fear the most. Yes, see you on the other side. Okay, the sun has completely changed. I don't even know what day it is. Sometimes you're doing really well and you're impressing yourself and you get stoked and then you realize that the entire thing is backwards. Now, I basically have to take it apart, reverse it, put it back together. Kind of think that I'm gonna be way too tired to do anything after this, so maybe we adjust our to-do list. This is a big lesson that I've been learning now. If something happens, go with it. Don't try and fight it. I messed up, that's fine. I'm gonna undo it, I'm gonna redo all of it, and by the time I'm done, I'm probably just gonna order fast food. So tomorrow, we are going to have a mukbang, and we will be eating under this gazebo once it is fully finished. And that's fine. It's so much better not freaking out about things and not getting pissed off. I chose to do this. Why would I be mad? Catch you tomorrow. We'll cook HelloFresh and we are going to eat and talk. Hi, a lot has happened since we last saw each other. One, this is gonna be my hair for this portion of the video. Kind of cute, but then in the back looks like if Angelica from the Rugrats had a mullet. So that's what's happening to us. I wanna show you so badly what the outside looks like because it's freaking amazing. I think I stayed up until like 12:30 photoshopping versions of what the finished product would look like of the outside co-workspace area. I got really, really into it. So today I went to the nursery and got olive trees, planted them, started gardening. I color matched a piece of the falling apart. What is it? Well, it's not color matched. That's what we actually know. A piece of the wall to cover up the Postal Service parking. I took it into the hardware store, got it color matched, tried to cover it, primed it, painted it. It's now a different color, so we gotta work on that. But I'm gonna cook lunch and then we'll bring it down there and then we'll have our little time. I did switch my meal plan. This is one thing that I really like about HelloFresh is that like whenever you want to stop eating a specific thing or just like try something new, you can easily change it. I usually get the meat pack because I like meat. For some reason, I was just like not feeling that. So I changed it to the vegan meal plan for a bit. Let's see what sounds good to us. Oh no. Oh no, do I not have the directions? This is fine, this is cool, this is fine. Oh my God! Gnocchi with spinach and heirloom tomatoes? I don't even need to think about anything else. I'm so excited right now. Holy mess. So if you end up really liking one of the meals that you've had, they put the recipe online so that you can just remake it whenever you want. Gnocchi with spinach and tomatoes, look at that. Boom! You are always safe. Dinner's just 20 minutes away. Look how fresh this is. Like actually, I'm really impressed with this. Spinach goes bad so fast. Literally it goes bad from the grocery store to my house. And the fact that this goes directly to my house and not the grocery store first doesn't mean I have like any extra stops, which means I don't have wilty spinach. Gnocchi, people think gnocchi is a pasta because it's always at like every Italian restaurant. It's just potato, and that's why I like it. Cream cheese, which is always a nice little surprise because that means it's gonna be creamier. I didn't have to go to the grocery store and waste all of my life finding fresh tomatoes. I think that's my favorite thing, is not wasting my time. And potatoes. I need some water or strawberry rosé. It's the weekend. We have a Dutch angle. Cheers. I didn't hit it because it would fall. I cannot wait to tell you so much when we have lunch. So much has happened in the past 24 hours. You're gonna freak out. I am freaking out, actually. Okay. We can't talk and drink at the same time. What a delight. I also love that I don't really know what recipes I'm gonna get because I've gotten into this thing, which I've always wanted to do. I never was a go with the flow type of person, and now I feel like I trust myself. That's what it is. I trust myself in order to make the decision that I want at the time that I'm making that decision. The fact that I don't have to meal plan or really prep anything because these are pre-portioned ingredients, I don't care about anything. Not caring is my favorite feeling. I love that I don't have to think. This is so stress-free. I don't ever want to do it not like this. I actually don't. I lay out everything like this so I know that I have everything. It's like if I'm like building an IKEA something. The fact that it's pre-portioned and all this means I'm not wasting any food. It's more sustainable. This is how I'm gonna do self-care, which I freaking love. I just love weekends so much because this is weekend energy. I want my entire life to be weekend energy. Usually on Sunday, I would go to the farmer's market and get a bunch of produce and then prep it for the rest of the week. I'm gonna do the exact same thing here with HelloFresh because it's all just here. I get the meal plan for 4, even though I'm one person. If you've seen any of these videos, you understand that I like plan ahead. This is my meal prep, is just making 4 versions of this and then saving 3 for the future. So I'm gonna put you down, we're gonna do a time lapse, and I'm gonna listen to beautiful music while cooking, and we love that. Yes, simmer. I love when I use a whisk because I feel really good. I feel like a real cook. And hello, I have an audience. This is always the funniest thing to me. Like this is gonna end up being like barely any spinach. Honestly, spinach is like the biggest shapeshifter. Watch this. Look at that sorcery amongst the fog. Look at this. Honestly, looks amazing. Gnocchi time. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I have my actual meal for today, and then I got 3 for the future, and no free hands. This is the most Filipino thing I've ever done. Yes, okay. Now it is time. The moment we've all been waiting for. The fact that 48 hours ago, this backyard was truly just weeds. Like this is the before photo. Of course there's so much more to do, but the after, check this out. Look at this place. Wow, 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 wow. We got a pergola canopy. We have an outdoor situation. We have these beautiful chairs that I sprayed with water sealant, so they're safe out here. We have some olive trees that I got this morning in planters. We have to figure that part out, but wow. Oh my gosh, the amount of work that I'm gonna do here. I've been using HelloFresh for a long time, and honestly, I think this might be my favorite meal so far. I eat meat a lot, but sometimes I just don't feel like it, and I love gnocchi, and the fact that this is basically like a one-pot meal. Big fan of how easy it is. Big fan of the fact that I didn't have to pay for this, honestly, because of this video. Truly, I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful for the fact that we can still have this even through a pandemic. Like, HelloFresh is doing everything they can to keep their customers and their employees safe through whatever we are living through. I'm happy that everyone is being taken care of. Here we go. Is this the best day of my life? Oh, before we get into anything, let me give you some discount stuff. If you want HelloFresh, you want to jump on the train, make your life way easier, go to HelloFresh.com, use my code BATOON12, you get 12 free meals, including free shipping, which is a great deal. HelloFresh.com, use my code BATOON12, you get 12 free meals, including free shipping. So now let's talk about the fact that I got a tattoo, and I'm freaking out about it. I finally got my Willy Wonka tattoo. This says, "So shines a good deed." And in the tattoo parlor, I was with my friend Addie and this really talented woman tattoo artist, and they were like, "Why don't you write it in your own handwriting?" And I never thought about having my own handwriting on me because, like, I'm so particular with things that if I didn't like it, it would be my fault. I don't know, as like a graphic designer and an interior designer and just like an artist in general, sometimes I don't like my work. Interior design, like, I want to do my own thing because it's like so personal to me, but with graphic design, it's just like, oh, I would rather pay someone to do my logo. I don't want anything to do with, like, maybe I'm just too hard on myself with graphic design. Maybe it's better that I usually eat with other people so I don't like get in my own head this much. So it says, "So shines a good deed." It looks like this. It's really cute. I still really love it. And I got it a couple days ago, so it's still black, but I got it in a gray wash, so it's gonna look like pencil. The first 2 days, I obsessed over the fact that, like, wasn't my handwriting towards the end, because I think maybe like she wiped it off and just kind of like free-handed it. It was taking me a long time to try to come to terms with it. If you've never had a tattoo before and you get one, there is a brief, sometimes not so brief, sometimes it lasts like 2 days or 3 weeks, but sometimes like you'll freak out about the fact that you have permanent ink on your body that you're like, it's not perfect. Like, literally, this one was going down. At one point I was like, oh, if it didn't go down so much, if it like was just a little higher, and then I like looked up surgery to like tighten a little bit of skin so that it would be aligned. What? That's a real thing that I did. And I did that with this one. I was like, oh, if it was stretched out, it would look more like my handwriting. This is all to show you, like, you'll be watching my videos and you're like, wow, she's grown so much, and like, she's very go with the flow. Selectively. Only when I can. Sometimes things overcome me, and that's normal. Anyway, so I was talking to my boyfriend yesterday, and we were like, this is not your handwriting at the end, and it means so much to you, and like, what's the meaning behind this? What is it? And it's like, well, I've been dealing with a lot of like trust in ways of like, the other day I like broke down because I felt like I couldn't trust anybody. Like, anytime that I wanted something to be done my way, or just like to be done, no one is in my brain, no one can do like what I do in the way that I do it. And so sometimes I expect me from other people. He said something that really put a hook in me. He was like, not that it's not done right, it's just not the way that you want it to be done. And I was like, ooh, that like stings in a good way, because there's something there and there's something to work on. So with this, I was like, okay, it's kind of a trust exercise to like put your body in somebody else's hands for permanence. No other tattoo I have is handwritten. So it's like, if they messed up on the font, like, okay, people are human, but like, if you mess up on like my thing, then I'm upset. What we realized together was like, this is an act of trying to let go and surrender and go like, I'm not gonna tell a very talented tattoo artist to like make sure that she's getting every line right. Like, that's crazy. You can't micromanage people. And that took me a long time to learn too as a boss. So I think like now we really like it. Before it was like he didn't like it because I didn't like it. And now when we discovered that, it was like 48 hours before I got this tattoo, I had broken down because I was having like some issues. I was just like, I can't trust anyone to do anything the way that I want it to be done. And I'm so particular with things that I think maybe people get nervous to like do things. I have an idea of the way that I want it to be done, which is why I do a bunch of DIY. It's like, I do it myself because I don't trust that other people can do it in the way that I want it to be done. And like, I've relinquished a lot of control from where I used to be. This is a massive shift, but like, I know I have a lot further to go. I should probably talk to my therapist about this. Anyway, the other thing that happened was I was gardening, which I love now. I was listening to like Mayday Parade on my headphones, and I was putting some weeds into like the trash can, and it freaking fell on my head. Look, I have a mark there and a mark there. It hurt so bad. I think this alleyway is in a wind tunnel, and it slammed on my face, and I didn't know that like trash cans could clap back like that. I'm gonna shove the rest of this and probably start gardening more. This was delightful. Let me know if any of that was actually interesting, or if you're also dealing with control issues. I like having things on a to-do list for improving myself. That's one to-do list that I'm okay with never finishing. I always want to be improving. Always, always, always. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day with whatever you're doing. I'll see you soon. Bye.